Hey guys, this is Sergeant Phoenix back in the action, and today it's another Yu-Gi-Oh review on episode 111 of Season 3 of Vrains. Honestly, quite actually a really good episode. And we've already seen, and from my last review I already described, so it was a two-part of this one. And this was part 2 of the duel of Blue Maiden and her brother Zizan, I think. Zizan, I think. And it got interesting on the last episode. And part 2 of this episode here made it even more surprising. The reason it was surprising, because on the first part, as I described on episode 110, we see I use judgment arrows. And I explained when it came to that, Lightning, who was the villain of Season 2 with Borman, they were Judgment Arrows. Sorry, can't even freaking talk now. Judgment Arrows was their signature card, practically what made them a very formidable adversaries, pretty much. Reason being, because it's a link spell, it points to 3 up, so it's like a link card, like a link monster, but a continuous spell card. But what made it very dangerous for some duelists was, during the damage step, when a link monster this card points to on your field is attacked as being attacked, during the damage step, the attack points of that monster are doubled. So if you have a monster, a link monster with that card on the field, that it points to that link monster, and let's say it has 2,000 attack points, when your opponent uses Ancient Gate, let's say your opponent uses, I don't know, Chaos Ancient Gate Giant, and you've only got 600 life points left, Judgment Arrows can actually save you one. Because it'll double it from 2,000 to 4,000, so you'd only take 500 points of damage. So there's a good side to it, but there are weaknesses though to the Judgment Arrows. Because if that card's destroyed, you have to destroy all the links that, that's card destroyed, you destroy all the links that it points to. So it has both the weaknesses and the strengths of the spell. The card has both strengths and weaknesses. Even though it can power up your links, it has the weaknesses of a spell card. You can get rid of it if you can, but you have to just make sure your opponent doesn't use any counter spells or anything to defend it. But when I mentioned on the last episode that he was going to use a link spell, I looked at other people's reactions and other people's thoughts and reviews on that, and everyone was like, no, he's not. He was not going to pull Judgment Arrows. Then he played Judgment Arrows, and everyone said exactly what I said in by word. That crossed a line. Because we are the good side, and then we have that line where Lightning and them just wanted to hurt and destroy everything in their path, pretty much. I's crossed that line now. He's crossed the line where there's no going back. And now we'll talk about this episode. It was good. The teamwork they had, though, was really well done. Zizan was close to losing, but him and his sister worked really good together in duels. Even though it was the first duel I've ever seen them work together, it was amazing teamwork. Like Blood Shepherd and Ghost Girl were. I wish they didn't lose, though. I wish they didn't have lost, but it was still. But those two did work well together. But now we've seen a new card, Water Leviathan at Ignister, and that is I's Link Monster. Hold on. But honestly though, seeing that, I didn't expect a ritual. I expected another link, to be fair, but now we've got a ritual, which makes it interesting. And that card is quite a danger. Was actually really good. It can, if it ever got produced, it could help a lot of duelists out in situations if the Ad Ignis Dex gets developed. I feel like it will get developed, but they'll trim down some of the card's effects for safety. But honestly, I wouldn't mind having the Ad Ignisters. I've seen a lot of people saying they want the Ad Ignisters when they get developed, and I think we should have them. But the main question is, but I won the duel. And what made it really horrible, what's made I a bit cruel, is that instead of, when he beats everyone, he just gets rid of him like that, he only got rid of Season and not Blue Maiden. Because he told her now he can feel what he felt. Because him and her, because Season and Blue Maiden, they lost their parents. You know, they have each other now. Now that she's lost him, she'll feel exactly what I feels when he lost his friends. You know, Earth, Aqua, Winder. I wouldn't say Lightning, Flame and the others. But not Lightning, but the fact that he's used Lightning's card is Judgment Arrow's crossed the line. I'd love to know how he got it though. You know, I know you can download it, but I know he absorbed the other Ignister's powers, so maybe he got it from that way. Maybe it's how he created his Ignister deck. But now I has the second key code. Now he can access all of the corporation's technology, everything. He can do whatever he wants now. Now I have been looking at comments and everything, and everyone said exactly what I want. I should bring back the other Ignisters. He should bring them back. Lightning, Flame, Aqua, Earth, Windy. They should all come back. Maybe he'll find a way to bring them back, but use those robots like he has to create human bodies for them. You know, to download them into those robot systems. And I'd like to see that. I would like to see what they would look like as humans. We'd see what I looks like. He looks like Flaming Lelouch from Code Geass, which is actually with a Declan Arcade personality almost, with his still fun side to him, with his reactions to responses. But honestly, I think though a human design of the Adignisters would be really well done. It would be interesting because I'd love to see those characters using their own cards, or using the decks they know, and going up, using the decks they have. Flame and Aqua will obviously have to get their own decks though, that's the thing. Because Flame used Salamangrates with Soul Burner. Aqua never duel, but she did work with Blue Maiden and did she work with Blue Girl? I was thinking, did she work with Blue Girls? I can only remember her working with Blue Maiden. I think it was only Blue Maiden. I think maybe there was I can't remember honestly. It's been a while since I've seen season 2, and I kind of forget things like that sometimes until I rewatch it, and then it sinks into my head. But honestly, I think that would be better though if they did that. If he brings them back, they give them the decks. Robopi's already got her deck, so we have that made. But if Aqua and Flame get their own decks, they should have matches between everyone. You know, Lightning goes against Revolver again. I will go against Playmaker. Flame could go against Soul Burner. Aqua goes against Blue Maiden. We just need to find two more for the other two. You know, Earth and Winder. Who they go against, I don't know, to be fair, but it would be interesting because I took down the Knights of Annoy, Season. Ghost Girl and Blood Shepherd are out the way. It's just Soul Burner, Sorry. We've only got, technically now, Blue Maiden, Playmaker, Soul Burner, and Revolver. We have Pandora as well, so maybe Pandora could do something, but that still leaves one out. But my opinion, we don't know for sure, but comment down below. I think the humanoid Ignisters would be really good having Flame Money and everyone having their own human forms, if I can bring them back. And they all work together to bring down the last of them so they can take down Soul Technologies. But again, comment down below what you think. I thought it was a really good episode, the jewels and the cards. But until then, this is Sergeant Phoenix, over and out.